morning and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. Today is Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, a gun was discovered at a local elementary school. Unemployment numbers are down in Tennessee, and the Tullahoma School Board recognizes an award-winning coach. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Many Tennesseans are wondering, do masks really fight the spread of COVID-19? A recent study shows they do. 2 hairstylists worked for several days with respiratory symptoms and serviced patrons in close contact. Both stylists later tested positive for COVID-19. 139 clients were exposed to coronavirus after being in direct contact. Both stylists and their customers opted to wear masks. No COVID-19 symptoms were identified among the 139 exposed clients or their secondary contacts. Out of the clients that were tested, all tested negative for COVID-19. Face it, masks fight COVID-19.
Welcome back. An unloaded gun was found at Robert E. Lee Elementary on Friday. The school district sent out a press release once all the information was gathered on the situation. Principal Mary Gilbert sent out an email to all parents saying, quote, "I need to make you aware of a situation that occurred at Robert E. Lee Elementary School today. A student reported seeing a gun in another student's backpack to a teacher. The teacher, once told of this, reacted quickly by alerting me to ensure the safety of our students. Law enforcement was notified and the unloaded gun was removed from the premises. No one was threatened or harmed at any point in this incident. We are so proud of the student who reported this situation to an adult. Please remind your children of the importance of this. Whenever they see or hear something that is concerning, they should tell an adult. Again, we want to congratulate the student and staff for their swift response in this situation. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me." End quote. News Leader will update our viewers as more information is revealed. The statewide unemployment rate for Tennessee decreased in August as more Tennesseans continue to return to the workforce, according to the latest data released by the Department of Labor and Workforce Development. The state's seasonally adjusted jobless rate in August dropped to 8.5%, down 1.2 percentage points from the previous month's rate of 9.7%. The new rate is a staggering 7 percentage points lower than it was in April at the height of the unemployment spike due to COVID-19 business closures. 1 year ago, the August statewide unemployment rate was 3.4%. That's 5.1 percentage points lower than the current statistic. Tennessee saw the creation of 22,600 new non-farm jobs between July and August. During the month, the administrative support waste services sector re-employed the most Tennesseans. The federal government and the local government sectors followed in the number of jobs created in August. In a year-to-year comparison of jobs, Tennessee has seen a significant loss of positions as a result of COVID-19's effect on the economy. There are currently 142,600 fewer jobs across the state when compared to statistics from August 2019. One of the state's largest employment sectors, leisure hospitality, experienced the most job loss. Manufacturing and professional business services sectors had the next highest number of impacted workers. Nationally, seasonally adjusted unemployment also decreased in August. At 8.4%, the United States unemployment rate fell 1.8 percentage points from the revised July rate of 10.2%. The August rate for the U.S. is 4.7 percentage points higher than it was 1 year ago. The more than 80 American job centers across Tennessee are open for business and offering job seekers free one-on-one personalized assistance. Career specialists are ready to work with individuals to devise a re-employment plan that will help them rejoin the workforce. And we'll be right back with more News Leader after these messages.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
Hello everyone, Governor Bill Lee. The 2020 census is underway and more than 60% of Tennesseans have already been counted. I want to encourage every household that hasn't yet responded to the census to do so now. An accurate census will bring more of our federal tax dollars back to Tennessee communities to support services that we all like health care, education, roads, and so much more. Log on to 2020census.gov to answer some simple questions about the people living in your home. You can also respond by phone or mail in your questionnaire. It should only take a few minutes and can mean so much for your family and your community. Help shape the future of Tennessee by responding to the 2020 census today.
Welcome back. On September 12th, the Manchester, Tennessee Veterans of Foreign Wars All-American Post 10904 presented awards to area supporters for their outstanding support to our military and local veterans. Mary Campbell Weddington accepted the VFW Military Support Appreciation Award for Citizens Tri-County Bank. Citizens Tri-County Bank has paid the shipping costs for care packages shipped from our local area to our military personnel serving on active duty since Operation Desert Storm in 1991. She told members present that Citizens Tri-County Bank is proud to pay for care package postage, no matter the cost, as their way of showing support for our deployed military forces. Also, Doyle Reeves, a local Army Vietnam veteran, received a Special Appreciation Award from the Coffee County Veterans Association for his continued dedication and hard work on maintaining the Veterans Building and grounds. Thank you, Doyle. For more information and to stay current on the latest VFW news, visit www.vfwpost10904.com. At last week's Tullahoma City School Board of Education meeting, Ms. Jenna Morris was recognized for being named Tennessee High School Girls Wrestling Coach of the Year, Southeast Regional Coach of the Year, and was a National Coach of the Year finalist.
We are going to honor Coach Jenna Morris.
Yes, we are very excited to recognize Jenna Morris. We received exciting news this summer that Mrs. Morris was named the Tennessee High School Girls Wrestling Coach of the Year. And in addition to that, she was also named the Southeast Regional Coach of the Year and was a National Coach of the Year finalist. We are so very proud of you and thankful for all you are doing for our students, and we would like to recognize you with a certificate. I know we'll have some photographs made. In light of your recent surgery, we're just going to ask that you stand in front of the stage and we will be down to join you. Let's all give Mrs. Morris a round of applause. Yes.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I'm Philip Bourne, Stem and Nab Detail Shop Manager. Here are a few things our customers have to say about our service.
What I love most about the Stem McNabb Detail Shop is there's someone local that I can trust to pick up my car, have it cleaned, and deliver it back to me in showroom condition.
What really amazed me is when he opened the hood and looked like he had taken the old engine out and put a new engine inside.
We have several different packages and individual services to get your vehicle looking like new again. We're located just behind Stem McNabb Chevrolet dealership. Call today, schedule an appointment, and see what a difference our detail can make.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. The Isaiah 117 House of Coffee, Franklin and Grundy County had a huge announcement this past Saturday.
We have looked and prayed for land where we thought was best. But when we let God direct us, we have land! Yes!
We are so thankful to be having this video today and to be having this day. A special thanks to Christ Church of Monteagle and to Bishop Millsaps and his lovely wife Martha. I am so thankful that I have gotten to meet you and to know you, and for their faithful and caring heart. And we're excited to walk this journey right alongside of you.
We're going to walk with you all the way.
Thank you.
And we're so excited. And, you know, I know the Lord had this in mind, as I said.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised by your call.
And we can't wait to share that story as we get
It's a good story.
go out.
It's a great story.
And also, we can't have this day without thanking Mr. Dean Lay, who's walking this journey with us. We're so thankful to have him part of this.
And Harvey Cameron, who has been our attorney through this, has done all of the deed work. And Harvey and Bishop Millsaps have been friends for years, so it's just been a whole blessing in itself. It's just wonderful how God has just brought this to happen.
And we'd also like to thank DCS for walking with us in this journey and allowing us to partner with them to provide transitional housing for foster kids so they have somewhere to go and not be as traumatized as going to the jail or the DCS office and waiting for a place to go.
We'd also like to thank Childers Land Surveying. John Childers, you've done so much for us. Thank you. Amen. And how could we forget Baxter Soil Consulting? They've been on our speed dial for a year. Susan?
And so Rhonda has said that Mr. Tim and I need to get some shirts that say soil testing for Jesus, because Mr. Tim has tested a lot of soil in Pelham.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
And a special thank you to the City of Monteagle and to the Monteagle Planning Commission. Thank you very much.
And never could we ever forget OLG Engineering, and especially the general contractor Lonnie Self. They are going to do such amazing things with this property.
We're so excited to have them on board. And a special shout out to Jamie Cooper, who's a local Grundy County guy. He took our ministry to Southern Building Group, and they are also going to be helping us get this house to become a reality.
That's right. Yes. Amen. Yes.
So we are so thankful and look forward to getting this house up and going.
They are still fundraising to help pay for the new house to help transition children into foster care, and will be having a golf tournament on October 16th at Willowbrook Golf Course. All contests, lunch, one mulligan, and one door prize ticket are included in your fee, no additional fees. Every player will receive a Titleist hat and a sleeve of Titleist balls. For more information and to sign up, you can check out their website at isaiah117house.com/golf. The Tennessee Business Relief Program is funded by state and federal dollars to help Tennessee small businesses during the COVID-19 pandemic. The state has prepared this video showing how businesses can get help through this program.
I'm Dan Mahoney, owner of Mahoney's Sportsman's Paradise. Mahoney's is built on service. That's why people come here. You can buy anything that we sell on the web, but you can't get anybody to sell it to you and tell you how to use it. COVID has changed all that. People have gotten used to going somewhere else, getting it on the internet.
My name is Sean Mahoney. I'm Vice President of Mahoney's Sportsman's Paradise. The money that you get from the state of Tennessee as a relief fund, it always gives you a cushion because who knows what tomorrow's going to bring. We don't know. It is so easy. You go to the tn.gov website. You don't have to type in any numbers. All you've got to do is prove who you are, hit enter, and it's done. It is so simple.
And I think it took about 5 days to where they called us and said, you qualified, you're in, and you can use that money to pay employees or to advertise, buy goods, whatever you can do to keep in business. Use what the state's giving you. Thank goodness that Bill Lee and the state of Tennessee is doing this to help out their small businesses.
We'll be right back with more News Leader after these messages.
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Here at Stan McNabb Collision Center, we work with all major insurance companies, and we get the job done right the first time, on time.
Well, I grew up in Tullahoma. We'd always done business with Stan McNabb, so when we needed collision service after a run-in with a deer, we knew to call those guys. We already had trust with them. We called Cody. He took great care of us. He kept us posted every step of the way, and we couldn't have been more pleased.
Getting your vehicle back to pre-loss condition shouldn't be a headache. So in the event of an accident, contact me, Cody Hall, at Stan McNabb Collision Center.
My great-grandfather started it in 1900, and now it's 2020, which is 120 years. We still measure your feet, still try to help you find a good fit. We're just a good old-fashioned shoe store where we'll measure your feet, make sure you're in the right size, and help you find a comfortable shoe for men, women, and children.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
Welcome back. At Governor Bill Lee's latest press briefing, he spoke about the reinstatement for unemployment recipients to have to show they are looking for work to receive unemployment benefits. We also bring you some other highlights of his press briefing.
Earlier this week, the Department of Labor announced that work search requirements would be resumed once again for those who are seeking unemployment benefits in our state. As federal money stops and the state's $275 payment continues, those work search requirements will be certain that folks access the short-term benefit available, but also pursue the long-term goal of permanent employment. Our unemployment rate is trending in the right direction. We announced earlier that Tennessee's unemployment rate is 8.5%, which is ahead of the national average. It's moving in the right direction. It isn't exactly where we want it to be yet, but we have to continue to pursue efforts to get Tennesseans back to work. The Tennessee comeback economic story will continue as Tennesseans get connected to Currently, the 200,000 jobs that exist on jobsfortn.com, that website, jobsfortn.com, is a great resource for Tennesseans who are looking to find employment in this pandemic. We also have a tool called Tennessee Talent Exchange that matches employers, potential employees from who have lost their job as a result in the hospitality industry, and it connects those employees with employers who are looking for jobs to be filled in the retail and particularly in the grocery business. So jobsfortn.com and the Tennessee Talent Exchange are great resources for Tennesseans looking for work. For some that are looking for a new job, it's a career change for them, and new skills are needed. We are very encouraged by the number of apprenticeship programs that are opening up across our state. 40 counties have new apprenticeship programs that give folks the opportunity to gain important skills training on the job. I want to highlight a couple of businesses that have implemented these new programs, these new registered apprenticeship programs. Ace Electric in Madison County, Limelight Hospitality in Murray County, ISG in Knox County. We want to thank them for being willing to take a risk and to provide a job and provide a skill for a Tennessean that needs a job. Unemployment impacts individuals significantly, but it also impacts businesses because businesses are taxed to provide unemployment benefits in time of great unemployment in our state. The University of Tennessee's Boyd Center just released projections that the tax premiums that would have been paid by our state's businesses would have increased by 300% had we not invested our coronavirus relief funds in the Unemployment Insurance Trust Fund. And I want to thank the Financial Stimulus Accountability Group, the members of the legislature, both speakers, Speaker Sexton, Lieutenant Governor McNally, the state's comptroller, for providing stewardship of these federal funds and for making the decision to defend Tennessee businesses aggressively by investing in our Unemployment Insurance Trust Fund. That prevents Tennessee businesses from having to be the recipient of a tax increase, and increases in taxes in the midst of a pandemic are detrimental to individuals and to businesses, and I'm grateful for the Financial Stimulus Accountability Group's effort to keep from raising taxes in our state. I want to also remind Tennessee businesses all across our state that the Tennessee Business Relief Fund is still open, but only until September 25th. 40,000 businesses in 60 different industries qualify for this relief funding. Checks from $2,500 to $30,000 per business, depending on the business size and type, are available. And I want to make sure we have set aside $300 million for business relief. I want to make sure that Tennessee businesses get access to that money, and we get that funding into the hands of those businesses that are creating jobs and moving our economy forward in our state. Just that I think we need to get Nashville's economy moving forward. We need to be less restrictive on businesses. We need to, particularly businesses that we haven't seen a correlation to COVID-19 cases and rise. We need to open businesses. We need Nashville to open up. We need conventions to be here. We need to operate safely, but we need to get our economy moving forward. There's a great cost to Tennessee when we restrict businesses and close down our economy, and we need to remove the barriers to the degree that we can while protecting the health of Tennesseans. We've shown that we can do that. We need to continue to do it going forward. I just want Tennesseans to know that we recognize that their health is really important, and the decisions we make to protect them are serious. This pandemic is serious. The cost to citizens that have lost their lives and those families is serious. We take it very seriously, but we also take very seriously the hundreds of thousands of people that have lost their jobs, that have lost their businesses, that will lose their homes, that can't pay their rent. That's very serious to me. And the longer that mounts up, I take it very seriously, the academic losses associated with a child not being in a classroom. Very serious to me. It's why we've worked so hard to get kids in-person schooling. So there are a number of things that are very concerning. It's why we're working so hard to attack and move toward those things that seriously impact Tennesseans to make a better outcome for them across the board. I want to make a closing comment by recognizing the 223rd anniversary of our United States Constitution. The American commitment to the Constitution and to the rule of law sets us apart as a nation. And the Constitution really guarantees, it lays out the fact that our freedoms are endowed to us by our Creator, and that every citizen can take hold of the opportunities that America has to offer because of this commitment to its structure and to the rule of law. And that's particularly meaningful in a time when the relevance of our Constitution is tested and when the commitment to the rule of law is being challenged. But today we celebrate the sovereignty of this nation, the thoughtful founding of this nation, the providence of God continuing through our nation, and we celebrate the anniversary of our United States Constitution. Thank you all for joining. We will see you again next week.
Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
My wife Jackie has always been the life of the party, but things changed when she couldn't be as active anymore.
They told me I needed a double knee replacement.
It's not as big a deal as it used to be, but she still needed to go to rehab.
I was amazed at how good the therapists were at Life Care. They took really good care of me.
They took excellent care of her. And now she's back doing the things she loves, and that makes everyone happy.
Life Care Center of Tullahoma wants you to get active and live well.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 1955 at 96 degrees. The record low was in 1927 at 34 degrees. The average high for this day is 79 and the average low is 56. Cloudy in tonight's weather with a low of 55. Cloudy on Wednesday with a high of 73 and a low of 57, and showers expected for Thursday with a high of 66 and a low of 60. And that's our News Leader Report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evening at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. Stay safe and have a great evening.